Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. I'm your host, Pete Pardo. This is the show we do here on the channel on Wednesdays, where we take a look at some of the cool new releases that have come out in the worlds of hard rock, progressive rock, heavy metal, classic rock, jazz fusion. Basically what we cover here on the channel. Today, we're going to take a look at, we knew this was coming when I talked to him a couple months back. It is out, the brand new release from Barry Goudreau's Engine Room. It's titled The Road. So, of course, Barry Goudreau, former guitar player in Boston, the band Boston, not just in Boston, the city of Boston. So here I got Barry and company finally putting this out. This has been put together, started, I guess, before the pandemic and kind of finished up during, and here it is. So let's take a look at this, why don't we? So we've got, it's kind of like a little digipack type of thing. There's Barry wailing away on that Les Paul right there. And there's the rest of the band. Let's talk about who we got here. So on drums, we got Tony DiPietro. On keyboards and lead vocals, also produced the album, we've got Brian Mays. On bass and vocals, we got Tim Archibald. Of course, we got Barry Goudreau on guitars and vocals. And then also on vocals, we have Mary Beth Mays, Terry Osoro, and Joni Ciccatelli. And let's just take a closer look at everything. There's the ladies right there. There you got everybody else. All right, let's pull out the booklet here. So here we got everybody outside the little tour bus, right? And you got lyrics, additional photos. And there's, of course, Barry there, and there's Barry there, once again, his trusty SG. So how's the album, you might ask, right? Well, it's pretty damn good. So we've got 12 tracks, okay? From reading the notes and talking to Barry a couple months back, his previous album was more of kind of like going back to his blues roots. Here, this album with the Engine Room, The Road takes him down more of like his rock roots. Okay, so this is more of a rock record, but it's also pretty like a blues rock record. Like there's some pretty crunchy stuff going on here. A lot of really good tunes. And, you know, unfortunately, I don't know who sings. Like, you know, you got these three female vocalists. I don't know who sings on what. You've got Brian Mays, producer and keyboard player, does lead vocals on half, maybe 60% of the songs. Really good voice. He perfectly fits this kind of music. I do also want to mention Bruce Tarney on cowbell on one song. Madeline Mays, additional backing vocals on two other tracks, right? But I wish they kind of said who was singing what here, but you know, whatever. And the album is produced by Brian and mixed and mastered by Bob St. John. So you got 12 tracks. You got Love Will Lead the Way, which kind of opens up the album and then sort of bookends a reprise at the end. And that's a really kind of cool, it's got a Boston feel. Got the Hammond organ and the big guitars and the soaring vocals. I dig that a lot. Then you got the bluesy rock of Las Vegas. Another good catchy tune. Let's see. Word to the Wise is pretty strong. Old Number 7 is more of a blues track. It's got some harmonica. Yeah, I'm not as nuts about that one. Shade is again, everybody's going to be like, Pete just does not like harmonica. Yeah, for the most part. But it's not a bad song. Shade is a really good tune. Okay, very, very memorable, very melodic. Rhythm Won't Stop has got that kind of Zeppelin-y cactus type of thing going on. Big and kind of heavy. Edge of the Knife is another really cool track. Again, kind of bluesy, kind of thumping. Then you've got, which is by far my favorite song on the album, and a must-hear for anybody. It's called The Camel'S Back. If you like Black Country Communion, with a roaring Glenn Hughes vocal. And again, I apologize, I don't know which of the ladies here sings this song. Man, she's like the female Glenn Hughes on this track. It's got these big Herculean guitar riffs, you know, big, heavy, just like Black Country Communion, like kind of that 70s big, heavy rock, blues rock type of thing with some killer face-melting vocals on there. Man, I listened to that song like 4 times in a row this morning. I was like, holy cow, really good. What They Say, another good bluesy hard rock song. Then you got the title track, The Road, pretty memorable. Come a Time, and then Love Reprise, which is, again, kind of reprises some themes from Love Will Lead the Way, but you can hear If you remember, the great Long Time on the first Boston album, that's the one where Barry actually played that pretty memorable solo. He kind of revisits a couple themes from that song and that solo on these two tracks, but really memorable stuff, really enjoyable. If you love Barry Goudreau's guitar playing, he's all over this thing. A lot of cool meaty riffs and a lot of absolutely sizzling solos. So this is like the return of guitar hero Barry Goudreau, but it's still very much a band album. There's a lot of different flavors on here. Almost all the songs are pretty damn memorable upon first listen. Like I said, just really good bluesy rock, bluesy hard rock. I dig it. I think this is really good. I've already listened to this quite a number of times and really enjoying it quite a bit. And again, pretty cool packaging here. So check it out. I believe you can only get this on Barry's website. So if you look up Barry Goudreau, and again, it's Goudreau. Okay, Barry Goudreau's Engine Room is the name of the band. You can order it directly from the band. They ship it pretty quick. I got this in a couple days. So check it out. If you get a chance, visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. See you guys. What do we got coming up? So today is Wednesday, so tomorrow you got the Monsters Den. All right, stay tuned for that. That should be a lot of fun. And what else is happening Thursday? I know there's something else happening Thursday night, which I am forgetting about. It's hard to keep track of all this stuff. So our regular Thursday... Oh, that's right. We got Scott Henderson. So stay tuned for an interview tomorrow with jazz fusion guitar legend Scott Henderson. Of course, he's played with the Chicory Electric Band, Joe Zawinul Syndicate. He's also was the leader of Tribal Tech along with Gary Willis. Great, great underrated fusion band from the 80s and 90s and the early 2000s. He's got a bunch of great solo albums to his credit as well. Scott is an amazing guitar player. He's coming on, talk about his career, his guitar playing, and all sorts of fun stuff. So that's happening tomorrow as well. So stay tuned for all that and more here on the channel. I am Pete Pardo. See you real soon. Bye-bye.